Well, let's whelm you with the main event because that's what we were all waiting for. LA Knight and Solo. And that's going to be a big main event match that they're going to devote plenty of time to. So immediately they get into a big schmoz, and LA starts working on the guy's, his thumb, try to nullify the spike, and he smashes it on everything, and they go out to the floor, and Solo stops LA Knight with one blow, and they go to break in 2 minutes. And again, when they come back, they're minutes from going off the air, but basically this isn't just an angle because they didn't even use the minutes that they had for match, a little more heat. And LA Knight makes a comeback and the fans are with him. They chant big. The fucking heads on the desk. And then suddenly you're watching LA Knight beat fucking Solo up, and from nowhere, AJ Styles just fucking levels him, and immediately the bell rings. Nobody even saw him coming. They must have dropped him in out of a helicopter, as Hurd would say. And now he's beating up LA Knight and fucking runs him into the stairs, and Uso has a chair because he was in Solo's corner, but he sets it down and offers it to AJ. And AJ slowly, now they've just completely slowed it to a crawl, slowly gets the chair, and Solo's like, yeah, hit him. Hit that no good LA Knight. And so AJ beats up Solo and Uso with the chair. And then here comes Randy's music. And he hits the ring and he nails Uso and AJ and drops Solo on the desk. And DDT's Uso and DDT's AJ and RKO's AJ. And the crowd's ballistic for Randy. Wonder why. Haven't seen a fucking dominant campaign like this since Sherman's March to the Sea. And then, right as Randy's got the beauty shot and his music is playing and the announcers are pitching out to next week, and you think, well, wow, that was great. Boom, LA Knight comes up and gives Orton the BFT. And then they go off the air. So that was a nice little twist. But I'm wondering, are they making, as much as I love Randy Orton, he's a star, he's kicking the shit out of everybody. Are they making him too invincible when he's just recovered from back surgery and is maybe closer to the end of his in-ring career than he is obviously to the beginning? And who are they going to come up with can beat this fucking guy? Of course, he looks great. What do you think?
I mean, what do I think? Who's going to beat Randy Orton?
Well, I mean, if he kind of came in. LA Knight was, I'm not even talking about AJ, but we've seen that LA Knight and Cody Rhodes, and now they've got CM Punk, and they've had a number of newer faces that they've elevated, but Orton has come in, and so far, he's the one kicking the shit out of everybody. Except in this instance, yes, LA Knight got him from behind with, goddamn, is he just running away with it because he looks like a goddamn brick wall and all his shit looks good when he drops people on their fucking face?
Yeah, but LA Knight's still the most over of the three.
I don't know. Randy's got he's got the icon pop and the main event pop and also the sympathy pop from coming back from a serious surgery. So right now, I think they're louder for him.
I don't think he gets that. That's the one thing I disagree with. I don't think Randy Orton gets a sympathy pop. I don't think people look at him that way.
Well, I don't mean the sympathy pop, but I mean the, oh, wow, we're glad we got him back because we might not have.
Yeah, we're happy he's back. I don't think anyone's like, oh, poor Randy. I can't believe he's back. Never.
No, I didn't.
Never.
All right. Poor verbiage on my part or whatever then. Yes, that's basically the deal. They're glad to see him. He's been there so long. He's been at that level. So, well, you asked me the other day, are they cooling LA Knight off? I don't think so. I think just Randy's kind of running away with some of this.
I don't know. It does feel like there are guys that, not to compare it to AEW, but LA Knight got really hot and then things kind of come down a little bit. Punk came in, it was the biggest thing ever. They're still kind of fitting him into things. There's still a lot of stuff we haven't seen, but also The Rock came in right behind that. Again, not to compare it to AEW when they had like Punk and Danielson and Adam Cole and just one after another, boom, boom, boom. But it does feel like some guys are not, I don't know. You would think that if in a world where Punk did not come in, let's say, and when The Rock did not come in, they may have used LA Knight a little differently between Survivor Series and now.
And but I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't think it's too late or anything.
No, I agree.
To spell doom and gloom, I think it unlike AEW where they don't really follow up and people just lose track or interest. They've still featured LA Knight. He's just in a much more crowded forest, so his blossoms can't shine quite as brightly in the middle of all the other foliage.
All right.
Is that a good transition to how we can relax and help calm our desperate minds after all the things that are going on these days?
Do you hear this wind behind me?
No, nobody hears it.
No, you do. No, this mic is really good. Do you hear that? Listen to the wind. Give it a chance. Listen.
I could hear a mouse pissing on cotton. It would sound like thunder.
You hear it though.
In what I'm.
You do. Yes, you do. Yes. You hear that.
Look at here. I'm instead of going to the ear, nose, and throat guy, I'm going to start sending you to a fucking therapist here.
Oh, come on.
I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, here, what I was about to say might possibly help you in your current malady and situation with your apparent delusions and or
what
voices you're hearing or sounds you're hearing or telepathic thoughts
wind,
that you're picking up.
Literal wind. I'm seeing trees sway in the breeze of the wind that I'm hearing, that you hear, that you're denying because Jace will edit it out and it makes me look like a fool.
Well, here's what can spark you right up, boy, can perk you right up into a better frame of mind. Our friends at CB Distillery.
That's right.
That's who can do that, because what it is it's the stress, Brad. It's the pressure. It's like a heaviness hanging over you. Every morning you wake up, the first thing when you open your eyes, hi, heaviness. Oh, it's going to suck today. But see, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you want to be bright and cheery like old Bucktooth Cheerio there. And that's why you need to clear out your brain and you need to reset your health instead of all the other potentially over-the-counter synthetic, artificial, man-made, homogenized ingredients that you might be putting into your body that might be, who knows, giving you incredible diseases of lack of which that we don't know, and appendages of yours could begin rotting and falling off, turning black. Don't do that.
Don't do that. No, don't even mention that for any reason.
Well, because it's a horrible thing to have happen. But if right now, if you start taking the clean ingredients, the highest quality, no fluff, no fillers, just pure effective CBD solutions designed to help support your health from CB Distillery, well, you'd be just right as rain, because it's all natural stuff. It grows in the ground. So do many toxic poisons, but nevertheless, they clean it first. That's why they say it's clean ingredients. They've scrubbed this shit with bleach and, they use Bonami in some instances. But in 2 non-clinical surveys, 81% of customers experienced more calm. 80% said CBD helped with pain after physical activity. An impressive 90% said they slept better with CBD. And I'll have you know that 3% spontaneously recited the lyrics to Inagata Devita. So if you struggle with a health concern of any kind.
Not proven, not true.
Well, it could have been some of that mental telepathy. And if you haven't found relief for your various ailments and complaints and illnesses and things and such of that nature, then make the change to CB Distillery with over 2 million customers and a solid 100% money-back guarantee. If you take this stuff for the rest of your life and you don't live longer, well, they'll give you your money back. What?
You said something in a way that took me aback, so I'm not exactly sure what you said other than...
Take it back. Woo, woo, woo,
Well,
woo, take it back.
let's get away from the Frank Stallone catalog and get back into things you could do to calm yourself. And of course,
Yes.
CBD and CBD Distillery are wonderful.
Here's what'll work. Here's what'll work good for your blood pressure. You get 20% off if you listen to me. Right now, it'll cost you 20% less than it normally would have if you were just wandering down the street and you wandered up on the corner CB Distillery dealer, because you can go right now to cbdistillery.com. That's the central location where everything works from. And you'll get 20% off if you use the code JCE. cbdistillery.com. Use the code JCE for 20% off of the cost of any of the fine products that they have that encapsulate or are formulated or consisting of the CBD for your CBDing pleasure. And Brian, what's that code again?
JCE.
See, now you're paying attention. CB Distillery. Oh, goddamn, with his fucking French fried Marios. cbdistillery.com. The promo code is JCE, is it not? Yes, it is.
That's right.